Congressman Romulo, care of Angelita Garucha and D. Aris. August 25, 2020, 3,915,000. January 17, 2022, 5,403,000. January 17, 2022, 2,058,000. February 14, 2022, 5,487,000. Wait. April 8, 2022, 2.6 million. February 6, 2023, 2.6. February 6, 2023, 7.2. March 3, 4.8. March 25, 9.7. March 5, 21.2. March 7, 7.077. May 30, 14,152. May 30, 14,699.
Okay, Mr. Diskaya, ganito lang. Sabit nyo na lang yan. Kailan kayo pwedeng bumalik para kunin ang lahat? Papayagan uli kayo ni Senate President na lumabas ng Senado. Kasi sabi ni Sergeant at Arms, marami rin ako. Sabi ko, sana binitbit nyo na lang lahat, kinargan nyo na lang lahat.
Your Honor,
Sabi
kung
ni Raul-
mabibigyan niyo po sana ako wala sa detention ko.
Yan nga, hindi.
Sabi
Sabi ko-
gabi po, gagawin ko.
Okay, papayagan ka namin uli. Susulat ako kay Senate President kung kailan. Pero kunin nyo na lahat, hindi pa balik-balik. Gusto mo lang yata umuwi.
Totoo po, kasi namimiss ko na po yung mga anak ko at saka yung bahay po namin.
Sige,
Oho.
gagawa kong sulat sa kanya. Iaris na lang natin. Pakisabit mo na lang.
Your Honor, okay lang po ba? Banggitin ko na rin po yung iba pang mga pangalan na nandito
Sige,
na dapat
okay.
babanggitin ko. Hindi ko lang po babanggitin yung mga
Alright.
presyo nila. Yung susunod po si Kong Marvin Rillo, Kong Dean Asistio, Kong Patrick Vargas, Kong Marivic Pilar, Kong Jojo Ang. Yun po muna partial.
Mr. Chairman, just a quick intervention.
Yes, Anthony.
Nabanggit ko, narinig ko kanina yung kay Congressman Romulo, may mga pangalan kang binanggit ahead.
Ano
Mga
po?
pangalan nun?
Kay D. Aris po yun, tsaka si D. Aristotle Ramos, at tsaka si Angelita Garucha dati.
So
Engineer
yun ang
ng
kausap mo?
DPWH.
Yun ang kausap mo, hindi si Congressman Romulo.
With ano po? With advice po, yes.
Pero wala kang diretso mo bang kausap si Congressman Romulo o itong dalawang tao ang kausap mo?
Itong dalawang tao po na ito ang kausap ko, with ano rin naman po ni Congressman yun.
Paano mo alam kung with consent?
Kadalasan po, hindi po kami nakakaranas ng hirap, hindi po na mutual terminate yung projects. For example, may mga projects din po kami sa First Metro na nung hindi po kami binasbasan, ay na mutual terminate lang po ang project na natalipat po sa ibang mga license.
Kasi mahirap rin
Contractor.
na merong kagaya kanina kay Yusek Bernardo na merong isang taong na may taong nasa gitna, hindi naman diretso sa kanya. Napakahirap na ganun yung sitwasyon dahil hindi diretso sa kanya. Ay, observation ko lang no kasi base rin kanina sa nabanggit ni Mr. Bernardo. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, singit ko lang din. So, Mr. Diskaya, may layer pa, ika nga, may tao. Na ito para kay congressman ganito. Pero sila ba mismo kumukuha o may tao? Tapos, nako-confirm ba na tatawagan mo yung mambabatas na, Sir, natanggap mo naman, baka mamaya, dinala lang sa bahay nung courier o nung tao.
Kadalasan mo po, hindi naman po talaga harap sa kaibigan mo na yung congressman kahit na super friends na kayo, hindi naman po talaga siya harap sa'yo ng personal. Kumbaga, nagbibigay na lang po sila ng instruction. Kadalasan mo po talaga ang inuutosan talaga nila, kung hindi yung chief of staff, DE, or kung sino pang pinagkakatiwalaan nila. So, yun po ang layers.
Pero yung natanggap nila, yung pera, tiwala ka na doon sa tao nila na, di ba pwede makausap si Kong o may pinapirma ka ba? Ito, papirmahan mo na receive, etc.
Bawal po yun kasi paper trail po yun. So, ibig sabihin po, wala talaga. At talagang walang...
So, tiwala na lang.
Yes po, mararamdaman mo lang naman po yun na talagang hindi ka binasbasan kapag pinahihirapan ka na. May pahirapan kang makakolekta, pahirapan ka sa lahat, o ano po mga klase ng bagay. Pag yan ang po ang naramdaman mo, ibig sabihin, yung pera hindi nakarating.
Pati sa collection siguro.
Yes po, opo.
Collection,
Sa collection mo po, mobilization mo pa lang, mahihirapan ka na. Sa next partial collection, kahit siguro tapos mo na yung project, hindi ka pa rin makakasingil kasi hindi mo pa binibigay yung obligasyon.
So yun lang ang mga senyales na natanggap nung sponsor mo o nung proponent na yung binigay mo na commission niya, natanggap niya, kaya mabilis pati
Opo.
hanggang sa collection.
Yes po, Your Honor. At minsan po, pag nagkita po kami ng politiko na yon, minsan kadalasan po, nagkakaintindihan na po kami, hindi na kami nagtatanungan, Kong, natanggap mo na ba? Hindi na po yun. Kasi, ano na po, yung parang, alam niya na. Ibig sabihin, parang hindi siya umaangal. Di, okay.
So senyasan na lang.
Opo.
Isang huling tanong din bago tayo mag-suspend para sa DPWH Region 7. Sino po ba ang nandirito? Sir Villa, tama po. Kayo pong Regional Director, ano po? So sir, tulad ng pagtanong ko kanina sa DNR, Cebu's flood control failed just when Cebu needed it the most. Kaya yung nananatili pong tanong na itutuloy kong itanong sa inyo sa susunod na hearing, why was the JICA DPWH Flood Control Master Plan buried or drowned back in 2017? Sinong tumanggi? Bakit tinalikuran yung planong iyon? And if you could answer or reflect on this together with itong huling tanong ko bago i-suspend ni Chair, tama po ba na yung QM Builders at Kirante Construction Corporation ang gumawa ng 1.9 billion peso flood control project, partikular sa Mananga River, dun po sa Talisay City, Cebu?
Madam Chair, good afternoon, Mr. President. As to our information, the cause of the flooding is not merely about the issue on the flood control, but that's what it was answered already by the DNR. So, as to the question of if that specific amount of projects being considered for the two contractors, I still have not the exact project that was damaged or that was implemented in that area. So, may I be allowed, ma'am, to check on the records as to what specific projects are you referring within the Mananga? Is it the damage or the constructed one? So that's why we want to set the clarification first now.
Sige po, sa susunod na hearing na lang. Pero nagugulat ako dun sa sinabi niyong hindi niyo pa alam. Kasi doon pa lang sa isang Rappler article, andun na po yung top 5 flood control contractors at itong dalawang itinanong ko sa inyo ay nasa top of the list.
Madam Chair, we did have the still in investigation and inventory of the damaged flood control within the Mananga. That's why I'm really sorry to mention that I still don't have the exact amount and the exact numbers. But recently, we are going to have our own investigation on the exact number of projects that was damaged and come up also with the amount of the damages, including the name of the contractors who implemented the project.
Maraming salamat, sir, para sa susunod na hearing. And lastly, alam niyo po ba kung bakit sayang yung 8-year-old na flood control master plan para sa Cebu na pwede sarang Pananga recently ay binaon sa limot?
Actually, Madam Chair, I do have the 2017 part of the completed master plan that was passed through us by UPMO. So we did have the Metro Cebu Integrated Flood Control and Drainage Master Plan. A study before have recorded that based on these reports, no, the consideration proposal for the immediate projects to be considered as the major proposal was the revetment and the drainage mains. So the secondary proposal is the construction of dams and retentions basins. That's why we did see this master plan to check if how many projects that were included already in the master plan. And sad to say, because of this heavy downpour and unprecedented rainfall intensity, it correlates more on the upland causes of these flash floods. So, if we tend to relate that if these projects were implemented during the time that it was completed, maybe it would resolve the issue. So, yun nga po, ang binanggit lang po rito, ang unang naging parang priority po based dito po sa master plan, based sa record, is meron pong amount of revetments and drainage mains. Since then, meron po secondary proposal which is the creation of dams. So, as time passes po, parang lumalabas po na hindi ho masyadong nabigyan ng consideration yung pag-create siguro po ng isang o dalawang dams doon na suggested because malaking factor din po yung mga nako-consider po regarding po doon sa needed feasibility studies and everything. So, kaya po, siguro po, based on the initiative that the new secretary is doing, that he mentioned that we can immediately consider these measures as part of the solutions that those important components in resolving the possible recurrence of flash floods should be addressed.
I'm sorry, Sir Villa. I mean, salamat sa mga pagsagot niyo, pero hindi po pwedeng magturuan lang ang DPWH at DENR dito. Kasi po, kung tulad ng sinasabi ko kanina sa DENR, kung ginawa po ng DENR yung mandato niya upland, at kung ginawa po ng DPWH yung mandato ninyo sa lowland, kahit nakalahati nyo man lang, yung kamatayan at damage dun sa mga kababayan natin sa Cebu. So lastly, so sinong tumanggi dun, at least dun sa flood control master plan ng JICA DPWH? Ba't po ito tinalikuran?
Ma'am, sorry, Madam Chair. I guess no one refused to consider or refused to not do this master plan. But however po, with the support that given to this major projects or consideration for these dams, were not part of the priority at then time. So, yun po ang parang pakiramdam lang po namin dito. It was already addressed in the master plan, but still because of the siguro po issue at that time ay kailangan din pong intervention ng local and other agencies na involved po rito, ay hindi po ito ay naging priority doon sa iba't ibang aspeto po.
Yung master plan ay hindi priority nino.
No po ma'am, hindi ang master plan. I mean po, as part of the included component that infrastructure component that should be included in the master plan is the dam construction, which is the secondary recommendation within the master plan at that time.